Daylan.
Yeah, I just want to say that I'm thankful and very blessed to be here. I'm really excited for the 2025 season upcoming. You can expect some big things out of the Missouri Tigers.
Daylan, a lot of teams in this conference get a ton of attention. Do you think your school might be overlooked a little bit for what the accomplishments have been?
Yeah, we might be a little bit under talked about, but we're not really too much worried about it. We'll let the past do the talking when the season comes.
Sometimes it's good to be that way. You can kind of make some sneak attacks on people.
Yeah, they sleep. We don't wake them up.
Okay. Got some questions over here on the left side of the room.
Dan Peck, ESPN 106.7 in Auburn. It feels like being a fifth-year guy who started his career at the school you picked out of high school is kind of unusual in this day and age of college football. What does it mean to be representing Missouri in your fifth year at SEC Media Days?
Yeah, it means a lot. You know, Coach Drink picks 3 guys every year, and for a few years I knew I wanted to come to this at some point. So I'm just very blessed to be here, and me being here all 5 years is like attached to like Coach Drink and what he's built at Mizzou, and I'm happy I'm here.
Question in the front row.
Hey, Daylan. We were just talking to you a minute ago, and obviously we saw Zion, and Zion, seemed very happy to be back here in his hometown. What has he told you that it means, to come to Media Days in his hometown? It seems to mean a lot to him.
Yeah, he's been telling us to cherish the moment ever since we got on the plane to come here. He's been wanting to take pictures every step of the way. He's taking videos. He's on his phone with his people, because he's from here. So yeah, he's definitely made me make sure I enjoy the moment, and I know he definitely is enjoying the moment. So yeah.
We'll go back on the left side.
Can you tell us a little bit more about Coach Drinkwitz? You mentioned him that he chooses the players and that he's a big reason why you were at Missouri these last 5 seasons. Just what's it like playing for him? What do you tell people about playing for Coach Drink?
Yeah, Coach Drink is a real players coach. He has very good connections with his players. He builds relationships, and it's very easy to talk to Coach Drink about anything, not just football. He makes sure you go off the field as well. So Coach Drink is a real good guy, and I'm very glad he's been my head coach the last 5 years.
We'll go on the fourth row, then come to the second.
Tyler Shaw with KBTX and College Station. Daylan, what do you remember from last year's A&M game going to College Station and just kind of their offense?
Yeah, last year, I wish I didn't remember it. It was a real bad game for us, but I remember it was probably one of the loudest environments, if not the loudest, that I've played in. It was definitely rocking. We also gave them some pregame motivation that we probably didn't need to give them, but they had a very good run attack. That's what I remember about them. They had a very good run attack with their running backs, downhill run game. That's really what I remember. They had their run game going against us.
Go on the second row here.
Daylan, 6th straight home games to open the season. What's it like just playing in front of that Mizzou crowd and the Tiger fans?
Yeah, I love playing at home. So the 6 straight home games, I feel like it'll give us confidence. We can build on each game. It's a little bit the downside to that. The first away game, not to the 7th game of the season, but I feel like if we take care of business at home, the first 6 games, I feel like we'll be confident going into our first away game, and we'll be all good.
Left side, second row.
Daylan, being at Mizzou for the last 5 years, the program has grown so much over that period of time. Just what do you want and what do you hope for this season for the team, but also just your personal goals as you close out your college career?
Yeah, as a team, we want to make the college football playoff. We want to make the SEC championship game. We want to compete for championships, as many as we can. And for myself, I just want to leave it all out on the field. I want to have my best year I've had. I want to lead the team, and just win games, and then everything else will follow when we win games. So yeah.
On the front row.
Daylan, we talk about 6 straight home games. What do you imagine it's going to be like to play with the shadow of the north end zone construction kind of in, and what do you like about obviously that project now?
Yeah, the North End Zone project, it's coming along fast. Actually, they're moving pretty quick, but I don't really know what to expect with that. But I know the rest of the crowd will be sold out, so I feel like it'll still be a good environment, and the guys next year will be lucky because it'll be done. So yeah.
Left side, back row.
What have you seen out of the quarterbacks so far this offseason? And of course, Sam was drafted by the Dodgers earlier this week. Have you talked to Sam at all about the decision he's got to make?
Both quarterbacks are real hard working. They work with the receivers all the time. They're both always out there throwing with the receivers, getting timing and stuff down. And with Sam, we anticipate him being with us this year. We all know he's a phenomenal pitcher, but yeah, we anticipate Sam being with the team and competing for the starting spot.
Go to the fourth row.
Going back to you talked about the pregame motivation that maybe you shouldn't have given them. Where did that blanket come from?
I personally, I don't know for a fact where it came from, but yeah, I really don't know. But we got an opportunity to redeem ourselves this year. That's all I know.
As a safety, is that something you would ever or just thought was funny? I guess the whole blanket and everything.
Yeah, it was. We all thought it was funny pregame, but after you get your butt whooped, it's really not funny for us no more. It's like, and you could always look back and say like we shouldn't have did it because we lost, but if we would have won, it would have been different. So I mean, winning fixes everything. So we just got to win it.
Left side.
Daylan, 25 starts the last 2 years. You're obviously one of the leaders on that defense. Where else is the leadership coming from the Missouri defense in 2025?
Yeah, the other guy here with me on the defense, Zion Young, he's a real vocal leader. He's probably the most vocal leader on the whole entire team, not just the defense. You got Catalan, who's came in. He's an older guy. He's been there, done that. So he's a voice that people listen to. And then you got other guys like Chris McClellan, Trotter, Khalil Jacobs, Tristan Newsom. So it's a committee, but yeah, them probably some of the guys I'd say.
On the front row.
Daylan, what did you like about working with Corey Batoon last year, and what are you looking for in year 2 with him and kind of the continuity you guys are growing?
Yeah, Coach Batoon, that's my guy. He I feel like he's made me better as a player. He's a real big technique guy, so like I feel like a lot of my techniques and my alignment and assignment, things like that, got better last year. And I just want to build on that this year, and me and him have talked about that, so I feel like it will improve this year and I'll be better.
Okay, we'll finish up with 2 questions here on the left side.
Daylan, for as long as I can remember and going back, it's been a very long time, if it's ever happened, that Missouri has stacked 3 straight 10-win seasons. For you to be a part of that and be part of trying to pursue that this year, can you kind of speak about the sustained success of Missouri over the last few years?
Yeah, so I feel like it starts with the leadership. Coach Drink always tells us it's no bad team, it's only bad leaders. And I feel like that's very true, because since I've been here, the bad teams I've been on, we've had bad leadership. In the last 2 years, the leadership has been way better, and that has reflected with our record. And another thing about the 3 10-win seasons in a row, Coach Drink had mentioned to me and Connor yesterday that me and him would be like the most winningest class ever when we have 10-plus wins this season. So, yeah, that stuck out to me. So, yeah, it was really about the leadership. So, with me being the leader this year, I want to make sure that continues for sure.
We'll go here on the aisle, and then final question in the back.
A lot of new faces on your offense this year. Just what's it like going up against some of these new receivers, just kind of the overall look of your offense?
Yeah, so we got some we got some real good guys that came in. Kevin Coleman is probably the biggest one. You know, he'll have a real big role for us this year. He's a dude. You can expect him to have a real big year for us this year. Yeah, he's probably the big. I go against him the most in practice, so that's what I see the most, and he's a real tough cover. So, yeah.
Final question, Dan in the back.
A memorable win from last year for you guys was the Auburn game, the come from behind victory. Brady goes to the hospital, comes back to lead the comeback. Your memories of last year's Auburn game, of course, the rematch in Jordan-Hare Stadium this year.
Yeah, I remember. I just remember early on in the game, Brady looking hurt. I remember he was trying to roll out and he couldn't run. Then the next thing I know, I seen him coming off the field, and then like we all assumed he was done because when he left, we didn't see him in the locker room at halftime or anything. And then randomly he came back out to the game. We were just as shocked as the crowd and everybody watching on TV. So. Yeah, Brady Cook, he's a Mizzou legend. He's a warrior. Yeah, he's a real good guy. I love Brady Cook. That's my guy.
Hey, Daylan, thanks a bunch. Did a great job. We really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.